Hello there, welcome to this quick tutorial where I'm going to share with you how to use Moolah to manage your cash flow. And you do this in two ways. Firstly, it's about tracking what has happened, gaining awareness on how money's been moving. And that allows you to better plan and anticipate where your cash flow is going to go. And so that allows you to look ahead, see where there might be bumps in the road, but also to anticipate what you can save and allow you to better plan for how you go about achieving your goals and seeing what's available for those goals. And so let's dive straight into it. Here you can see we're on the cash flow tab. And to start with, let's have a look at this control panel along the top. So you can see here, we're looking at February. And if I click on the left arrow, it takes us back to January and it'll show us what happened in January. And if I click the right arrow, it'll navigate back to the current month. So that's just back and forth, toggling between months. I can also click on February, the month there, to bring up the calendar view to see an overall picture, a zoomed out perspective on what's been happening or what might happen in these future months based on our forecast. So that just helps you zoom right out, look at how your forecast is shaping up in future months. So you can see from March through to December, this has not yet happened. And so it's us anticipating what we might earn and spend and save. But also January and February, which are happening or have happened, showing us what did happen in those months, okay? And you can toggle to future years and also back to previous years to see how that's taken shape. If I close that, you'll see now next to February, we've got this transaction tab. And so that little number 3, this is just showing us, and what that button does is opens up any transactions that you haven't confirmed are in the right category. And so this is just so you can do a healthy check and build your confidence to 100%, knowing that everything's categorized in the right place. So when you're assessing how you're going against your targets for income and spending, you know for sure that everything is tracked accurately. So I can tick these off if they're in the right place. So we know that Woolworths is the supermarket, Hungry Jack's is takeaway, and I'm not sure what this is, so I can open that one up by clicking on it, and Mountain East Supermarket. So I could change the category if I wanted to, but groceries is correct. And now that they're all ticked off, that's now disappeared. So now I could click into any category and know that what is in there, I've checked off, knowing it's there. So I've got inbox 0. Replacing that icon now, you can see the little flow chart, and that's our income mapping icon. If I click on that, and this is only if you've set up a banking structure and you're mapping your income into spending and goal accounts, we can now click on that and see and change any of that mapping if we like, which we'll cover in a different video. If you still have unconfirmed transactions and you want to go in and edit that map, you can scroll right down to the bottom here and you'll see edit map at the bottom there. If we come back to the top, the next thing you can see is the chart, and this is just an overview. How much have we earned? How much have we spent? How much have we saved or not saved? Surplus or deficit? And right now you're seeing actuals for this current month, which is true for any current or previous month. Whereas if I toggle to a future month, like March, which is next month, you can see that these are actually forecasted amounts for that month, what you're anticipating to happen. Okay, so if it's the current month or past months where there's real data on what's actually happened, then you'll see the actuals showing there. Whereas for future months, it'll just be your forecasted amounts. And now to go in and start to pay attention to what's happening at more of a granular level, we can click into any of these categories. So I'm going to go into groceries, knowing that there's already data in there. And you can see now that we've got this track and plan options. So tracking is looking at how much you have spent or earned in that category, whereas planning is predicting what will happen. And what you'll start to get used to here is using the charts to navigate between months. So in this chart, just underneath where it says groceries there, you can see that February is highlighted because it's currently February when I'm recording this. And I can scroll forward to look ahead at the next 12 months worth of what we've forecasted to happen with groceries, as well as look back on the last 12 months as well. And so you can see here, I can actually click on any of those months and it will show me all the transactions in that category for that month. So if I go to December, same thing. And you start to see trends in what you have been spending and also the cycles of some of your bills. And so I could comfortably say, looking at those previous months, that we're spending roughly $1,500, somewhere between $1,400 and $1,500 per month. So I can take that tracking, click on plan there, and I can plan for this current month, I would just write in $1,500 for this month because I'm mapping. But if I want to change my forecast, I'll just click to a future month, which here I've clicked on next month, which is March. And I can do one of two things here. Firstly, I can click on that little text that says $1,500 monthly underneath supermarket. And if I do that, I can change the total amount we're planning for that month. So let's say I changed it to $1,400 per month. And you can see here, I've actually manually written in a few entries for future months. So for this, I'm just going to update all of them and change that. And now you can see all future months are $1,400. But there might be times where you look ahead and know that you need to spend a little bit more in that month for whatever reason. But let's say, for example, I knew that we were hosting Christmas next year and my family are big eaters. I could write in $2,000 for that month. And you can see that in the chart there, it's changed that allocation for that month, okay? So if I went to now change this to $1,500 every month, I'd get this warning, which is, do I want to change any of the ones that I've written in manually, or keep those and just update the rest? Okay, so let's say keep those manual months, of which it's now 2,000 in December, but $1,500 for the rest. So we just wanted to make that really easy and flexible to toggle between months, to look back, to look forward, but to also customize how much you're planning for each of the categories in every single month. To be able to look back, spot trends, look ahead, easily plan and predict what's going to happen in future months. But it's important to remember that at this category level, you're at a granular level, and it is important to have attention to detail here because it's what gives you validation and confidence that when you zoom out, what you're predicting to be able to save month in, month out is actually possible. That they're not fluffy numbers, that you've firmed them up and made them realistic. And so something I always do here is after I've gone into each of the categories and really firmed them up in that way, I then always come back to the month, make sense of what's happening this month. Maybe I'll toggle a couple of months, but also come all the way out to this calendar view to make sense of, in these upcoming months, how much we're likely to be able to save and how's that stacking up over time. And in the next video, I'm going to show you how you actually look at how that translates into saving towards your goals. So how do you use the goal prediction machine inside of Moolah to be able to anticipate when you'll achieve your goals? All right. But for today, hope you've enjoyed this tutorial and I'll see you in the next one.